What it is, my 10 Peace and Grease here, and public service announcement. Hopefully this video reaches you guys and gals before you start buying kit gun parts, gilding kit guns, and wasting your resources, because unfortunately I left Cyberpunk 2077 to see if this update really offered anything of interest at all to me at this point, and I found a couple things really freaking disturbing about this update, and it looks shady as hell for DE. That's all that I'll say about it. But let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about what you got to know about these new infested kit guns. Do not make this mistake. It's so awful. So the first things first, let's talk about the infested weapon parts.
Is worth a pound of cure. I think Ballast said that.
So the loaders, do not, under any circumstances, waste your resources on this trash, this junk. I say trash not because it, might be a good loader, because it could be. But they are so insanely overpriced, as seems to become the norm with Deimos, and now Deimos Arcana, is that, yeah, they're just insanely overpriced. Every one of these requires 3 scintillants. The macro archroid, 3 scintillants. The thymoid, 3 scintillants. The macroid thymoid, 3 scintillants. The archroid, 3 scintillants. All of these require 3 scintillants. That is insane. You need scintillants to build the regular weapons. You need scintillants to build your necromech. You need scintillants to build your necromech weapons. You need scintillants to level up. You need scintillants for so much more in this game. And it's just so silly that there's a scintillant cost on these things. Do not, I cannot stress it enough, do not waste your scintillants on these. And before you ask, yes, you can go to Fortuna right now. Go to Rude Zood, buy regular loaders, and yes, all of these kit gun parts interchange. You can use a regular loader with 0 scintillant requirements on these infested chambers. Yes, indeed you can. In fact, I will even show you.
Keep safe.
Because I'm running I think I'm running 1 weapon right now. That is a kit gun that has the loader, Flutterfire. That is a Rude Zood loader. The chamber is the new Spore Lacer. That's a new one. So yeah, there you go, right there. Regular loader on this infested stuff. 0 scintillant requirements. That can eat a bag of dicks. But unfortunately, that's not where the problems end. It's really just where they begin. Because let's take a look at what this father character is requiring to just gild
being stranded on
a kit gun.
Has given me a lot of time for self-reflection.
Okay, so this Jagoff wants 25 grandmother tokens. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. But down in the comment section right now, how much do you think that equates to in standing? To gild 1 kit gun on Deimos. Just 1. 25 grandmother tokens. How much is that? Now don't you cheat if you're playing the game right now and you go down to Deimos and I'll know. Okay, is everybody taking a guess? I'm going to assume you guys and gals have. Grandmother tokens are 1,500 standing apiece. This wants 25 of them.
So, uninfested.
1,500 times 25 equals 37,500 standing. But it gets worse. He wants an additional 5,000 on top of that. Well, of course. I mean, he's already taken our entire standing for the damn day at 37,000, over our entire standing for the day. Why not just tack on another 5,000 on top of that, right? So, in total, to gild 1 kit gun on Deimos, it's going to cost you $42,000. 42,500 standing, not dollars. Yeah. So you're probably thinking, well then what do I do, Peace? I got to gild this stupid crap with this stupid gilding mechanic and system. What do I got to do? Okay, I'm glad you asked, because there is a way around this, and that is Fortuna. Let's go.
I can help.
Let's get away from this nonsensical place. I'm hoping that Deimos the game mode dies at this rate. This is getting way out of hand here. I don't really wish that. I only want the best success for DE, but at this point this stuff is getting so redonkulous that it's hard to even try to make excuses for DE at this rate. I don't know, man. It's just getting more and more frustrating. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But before we get to Fortuna, one thing I do want to add is if you're sitting on a metric ton of scintillants, you're probably not going to give a crap about wasting them. If you're sitting on a metric ton of grandmother tokens, you're probably not going to care about wasting them. But even if you are sitting on a metric ton of them and you still don't want to waste them, or if you don't have that many to waste, still here. And when you see the comparison between getting the stuff from Fortuna and gilding it versus Deimos, I think you're going to be as shocked as I was, because it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so this is, here we are at spawn on Fortuna. This is on Venus. Rude Zood, who sells Kitgun parts, is just right here to your right. And she has an almost limitless arsenal of freaking loaders. All loaders of all kinds. Like, let's see, these are all loaders here. And let's see, this is a loader. All these are loaders. In fact, even all these are loaders. So she has a metric ton of loaders. 0 scintillant requirements. None. Not a one. And as you saw, my kit gun is running regular loaders with the new infested chamber. So yes, they do interchange. Are you sure you don't want... But let's see how Rude Zood compares gilding something and Deimos, shall we? So she's requiring 5,000 standing. Sounds similar so far, right? And she's requiring 10 shelter debt bonds, right? Well, let's go take a look-see at what shelter debt bonds are worth. Now, there are 2 ways you can earn shelter debt bonds. The first way, you can run bounties. I know, I get it. Bounties are boring, they suck, I get it. I'm right there with you. But the other way is Ticker here.
The temple teaches charity.
You can actually come up here to the purchase debt bond option under Ticker, and Ticker will list a series of cases for you that you can choose to buy with just in-game credits. It's literally just in-game credits. Training shelter debt bonds, training shelter debt bonds, training shelter debt bonds, training shelter debt bonds. Unfortunately, it's very rare for Ticker to have the really rare debt bonds. He does occasionally, but not that often. So unfortunately, those are going to probably be relegated to having to run bounties, sadly. But yeah, here's shelter debt bonds. As you can see, there's 10 there. There's 17. I mean, you're sitting at over 32 shelter debt bonds, right? That's enough to do 3 kit guns. But let's see how much they're worth. We're coming down here to trade debt bonds. Shelter debt bonds are worth 200 standing each. Do you see it? I know you guys, and some of you guys and gals out there see it, don't you? So what am I talking about? Rujude wants 10 shelter debt bonds and 5,000 standing. Well, shelter debt bonds are worth 200 standing each. 200 standing each times 10, which is the number of debt bonds, shelter debt bonds that Rujude wants, and you're looking at 2,000 standing. She wants an additional 5,000 standing on top of that. 7,000 standing. That's it. That's all it costs to gild the very same kit gun that I could gild on Deimos. But the difference is, gilding it on Deimos would cost me 42,500 standing. Gilding that same kit gun here on Fortuna is going to cost me 7,000. I'm going to save, I kid you not, 35,500 standing by gilding my kit guns here. No joke. I can gild 4 complete kit guns for the price that Deimos wants for just 1. And I'll even have extra standing left over by gilding them on Venus, on Fortuna. I'll have standing left over. I'll be able to gild 4 and still have standing. It would still be cheaper in the long run than it would be to go to Deimos. Do not waste your time on Deimos. I cannot stress this enough. It is absolutely insane that this is like this.
Something else?
But let me show you what I'm talking about, and let's just guild these. Because I've got, I believe I have one mixed kit gun that has infested as well as regular loaders, and I've got one that I believe is all... Let me see here.
So what do you want?
No. Even this primary kit gun has got a bellows loader, which is just a regular loader. So let's go ahead and let's just do that right there. Good enough.
Got more than you'll ever need.
Oh, wait a minute. Which one is this one? I need a name for this one. The chamber is Verm. Good enough. That'll be its name.
Pretty enough. What's a name? Well, you best get going. Take care of that now.
Done.
She's some of my best work.
Done. As you saw there, 7,000 standing. Just gilded that. In fact, let's do it again. Yep. We're going to call this one Lacer. Why not? We'll do the same thing.
What you gonna call her? Yep. I reckon that fits.
Here we go. That just cost me 14,000 standing. That's it. Gilding 2 kit guns. 14,000 standing. To gild those same exact kit guns on Deimos, it's going to cost me, it would have cost me 85,000 standing. Where are the testers? Does DE have testers? They should have testers for this. Why isn't this been called out? This is redonkulous. DE is going to screw over so many people that just are going to miss this video, that aren't going to see it. They're going to miss it, and they're going to get screwed. They're going to get totally royally hosed by this update. Now, if DE doesn't have testers and they're solely relying on their streamers and their content creators, that's the problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that DE shouldn't support their content creators and their streamers. They should. But a content creator and a streamer have a completely different job and mindset than a tester does. A streamer and a content creator are there for the views. They're there for the clicks. They're there for the subs. That's what they're there for. That's what content creators and streamers are there for. Testers aren't there for that. Testers are there to vet your game mode. Vet your game. Find these problems before they ever go live. Go completely reduce the amount of drama and backlash on a stupid decision. Night and day difference. Now, I've been very vocal about my objection about gilding from the get-go. Why? Well, because any other regular weapon in this game, I get the resources, I build it, and gamers, we're all the same. Within a matter of minutes the first time we use a weapon, we know whether we might like it, or we know if we hate it. But the good news is, we just level it once and we don't like it, we get rid of it. We're done. We got the MR from it. Who cares? Gilding completely destroys that. The entire guild system does. Because unfortunately, gilding says, okay, get all the resources, dump all the resources to build this kit gun, level it. Oh, you don't like it? Too bad. Dump more resources in it to gild it, and level it a second time, completely removing player agency. Player choice is destroyed. There's a whole arsenal of weapons in this game. It should boil down to one thing: what the player chooses to use. Forcing players to level things twice, 3, 4, 5 times for the sake of artificially inflating the longevity of a game mode is the laziest thing in the world. And I made this very clear. This is a simple fix so you don't destroy player choice. That is, a player builds a kit gun, they level it, they don't like it, they level it the first time, they get the MR, they're done with it. They don't have to do anything else with it if they don't like it. Player choice. If, however, they like the kit gun they're using, they can then choose to take it further, to min-max it. And when they choose to do that, they start by gilding it. Again, completely based upon player choice. That's the way that it should be. It shouldn't be forced like gilding is. Period, the end. It's really just that simple. But with all that being said, it's troubling to say the least that this is the state Deimos Arcana is in right now. So many players are going to get royally screwed by gilding their kit guns at Deimos and buying their kit gun parts at Deimos. They're going to waste so many grandmother tokens and so much time getting those grandmother tokens and skintalents and wasting those skintalents. And it's a shame. It's a shame. As you just saw, I just gilded 2 infested chamber kit guns. Did not use those stupid skintalant related infested loaders. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that these are going to be the best kit guns in the world that I'm using. I'm not saying that they are. But my choice, again, down to choice, is do I spend my skintalents, which I choose not to because I actually use that for the new necromech and a few other things. That's what I choose to use them for. I do not choose to waste my skintalents on a kit gun that I may never use again. And I damn sure don't want to blow 42,500 standing just to gild 1 kit gun on Deimos when I can do it for 7,000 on Fortuna. But anyway, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this video reaches you guys and gals before you ever start buying kit gun parts, before you ever start gilding, so that hopefully this video can kind of deter you and kind of prevent that from happening. But I want to hear from you guys and gals. What are your thoughts on this? Do you care? Are you concerned? Does it piss you off? I don't know. You tell me. I love hearing from you guys and gals, and I respond to everybody that does comment. And with all that being said, I'm going back to Cyberpunk 2077, and until next time, peace out.